The Ring's Mike Coppinger here. We're backstage in Manhattan Center for this interview with the legendary Mike Tyson. Thanks for being here with me. And look, we know, Mike, that you are a boxing historian. You know so much. But you haven't done a lot of commentary work, and people always want to see you on commentary, and we're going to see you in just 24 hours. How excited are you?
I'm extremely excited, and believe it or not, I've been fighting from 1985. I was a pro, so I've done a lot of commentating all over the world. I just haven't did it with this particular organization.
Yeah, and fans, though, they always say they want to see more of you giving your expert analysis on the fights. Who is your favorite fighter on this card?
Wow, shit, there's a lot of good fighters on this card. And shit, I like them all. I like Haney a lot. And personally, I like him. And Teofimo's great. Listen, man, it should be a great card. It should be a great card. You know, Ryan Garcia is the draw, there's no doubt. But it should be a fun fight with him and Roman. I like Romelo. He's exciting. You know, he always give good fights. He's not a bad fight. Any fight is not bad. Every fight he fought, been good. Even when he lost.
Yeah, and look, of course, Mike Tyson, you're no stranger to crazy fight weeks and turbulence. Ryan Garcia, he's had a crazy year out of the ring. Now he seems to be calming down and focused. When you have the chaos swirling around you, do you feel more focused? Does it put you more at ease?
Well, certain people are, I don't know. Some people are controlled in chaos. That's their calmness, chaos, and certain people are confused with it. Depends on the individual. I love chaos. I love it.
Yeah, because another fighter that loves chaos is Teofimo Lopez. I remember when he fought Josh Taylor, he was saying a lot of crazy things, at least we thought, and everyone was saying that Taylor was going to destroy him. And of course, that was one of Teofimo's best performances.
I thought Taylor was going to get him too, but he kicked Taylor's ass. But listen, that's what the people want. If you're a fighter, entertainer in general, a race car driver, and you don't even have to be winning much, but you're talking a lot of shit, and that's what people want. People want to hear it. They just want to hear action. They don't want to see a fighter. I'm going to do my best, and God willing, I win. No, they want to hear him talk shit. You got to have audacity. If you're not having no audacity, no one's going to come to the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a lot of big trash talkers. Obviously, you mentioned Rolly Romero is a great trash talker, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez. And Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, they're set for a rematch this fall. But you know how this goes, right? These could be trap fights, and these guys are all live dogs. Who do you think has a better chance of being upset between Haney against Ramirez or Garcia against Romero?
Wow. Who win? Flip a coin. It's going to be a good fight. You know, he should beat Romero, but every now Romero is very awkward, and he's crazy too. So it should be a great fight.
Yeah, Romero reminds me a bit of Ricardo Mayorga, right? He awkward style. I loved Mayorga.
Cigarettes, smoke cigarettes before fights. See, people love that. That's what people talk about. They don't talk about how good a fight he was or how bad he was. This crazy man, he smoked cigarettes before a fight. You have to have some audacity and you have to have some showmanship. Without that, you know, you take a guy like Arturo Gotti, right? He's not a great technician or anything, but he has a massive fan base. So that's why all the great fighters, the champions, wanted to fight. And that's why he got a lot of fights from the championship, because the champion made money. Sometimes the challenge is the draw. You know, it's all about business. You can't look at this business like this. I'm a boxer. I'm the toughest guy. I'm gonna kick everybody. That sounds good. That's what they want to hear. But the idea of the game is to get as many fights as you can. You know, win, lose, get as many of the big fights you can, and then to call it a day. You know, that's what fighting about. It's a business. If you my friend, you champion in the same weight. They say, I don't want to fight him, he's my friend. That's bullshit. You fight your friend, we both make money, help our families. So when he say, I can't fight my homeboy, he's not your homeboy if you can't fight him. Being his homeboy is helping him make money, take care of his family. That's my homeboy.
Yeah, that's a great point, because obviously no one's made more money in boxing than you. And it feels like today in 2025, now more than ever, we're hearing a lot of this. Oh, this is my best friends. Well, what is that? Is it a generation?
Hey, listen, I don't want to say what it is because I don't want to offend nobody. I don't have the right to do that, but it's just not good business. It's not good business. It's not good business. So you love him. That's your friend. You love him more than you love your babies. Because fighting him's going to help your babies. Right. So no, he's my friend. I can't do it. I can see if it was a shootout with a gun or something, but this is fighting. We boxed before. We sparred many times. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, help our family. Whatever it is. My family, that's my ego. That's ego. You know what I mean? Or sometimes a little fear too.
Absolutely. You always say, right, fear is a good thing. You take that fear and you control it.
Well, some people don't know how to embrace it. They're afraid to be close to it.
Absolutely. And talking about this being a sport, I spoke to Devin Haney and he said this is personal. He said he hates Ryan Garcia. He blames Garcia for testing positive and he blames him for being 3.2 pounds overweight. Do you think he has a gripe?
Legally?
No, just morally, personally, emotionally. Does he have a right to be angry with Ryan Garcia on a personal level?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, that's like me. If I don't complain. If you're using steroids, I'm the kind of guy, I don't believe steroid makes you a better fighter. It makes you stronger, but it doesn't make you a better fighter. So I don't care what you use.
Right, but you're saying, right, the 3.2 pounds overweight, that's a big deal.
Well, for a little guy, it's a big deal. For a little guy, it's a big deal. But if you want to make it an excuse, you could use it. But I just think that's an excuse. If it was really illegal, they wouldn't let the fight go on unless Haney would have taken the fight else. Ryan gave him more money. That's normally what happened to me. If a guy, something happened, you give him money. Matter of fact, you want to fight this guy, get this guy $2 million to pass aside, you fight this guy. It's all about finance. That's what I learned about. Before, it was all about my ego. I'm the baddest man on the planet. Hey, that's not going to make you no money if you don't know how to fight. You know what I mean? Use that. You have to use whatever you got, even if you don't know how to fight that well. But you got to use it, whatever you got. All gimmicks. This is like wrestling. People like to take it to heart and say, "I'm the bad motherfucker. I'll kill you." No, this is showmanship. This is showtime. You know what I mean? Whoever put the people's asses in the seat is the greatest fighter. He doesn't have to fight great. You know what I mean? And I don't think I'm the greatest fighter in the world because I beat everybody or I've had a great fight. I'm the greatest fighter in the world because the people said I am. Not because I said, the people said I am. And that's just what it is.
And you've been in this scenario many times over where you have a tune-up fight, so to speak. Now, these are tough tune-ups, but you have the big fight next. Does that ever help you, hurt you?
No, the mini fight, listen, I fought every month at one time, for 18 times in 1 year. The more you fight, the better you get, because that's what you have to do. That's all I did. I mostly sparred my whole training. That's all I did was spar. Very little jump roping, very little punch in the bag, speed bag. That's all I did. Box, 9, 8 rounds, box, 10 rounds, box. That's what you have to do, right? You go in the ring, you have to fight at the box. You're not going to jump rope. You're not going to do no sprints. You got to fight, So I box. That's all I did, box for training.
So we have 3 big fights tomorrow. We have Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barbosa Jr. We have
all the fights are good. They're all competitive. On record, on paper, they're all great fights.
Is there a fight that you're looking most forward to that you think can steal the show?
And tonight?
Tomorrow?
Oh, I think Teofimo. They all they all have something to prove. Especially Haney and Garcia. They all have something to prove. That's why they're having this fight on the same card.
And again, you're from New York. You're legends. You're going to be broadcasting live from Times Square. Did you ever think we would see a ring right in the middle of the center of the world?
I've seen that done before. I've seen people training, preparing for fights. Not in a fight, but I've seen training out in the open before in the city, yeah.
It's going to be incredible, right?
Hey, listen, it's just a new generation. They're going to see a lot of stuff that we never seen before, and I think that's what makes it great. The two generations colliding together.
All right, thank you, Mike Tyson, the legendary one, on broadcast tomorrow, May 2nd from Times Square. Thank you.